Right, we're here, we're live. Woohoo! I'm so grateful and so thankful to be here. Welcome to Jerry's talk. This is Jerry's slot. Normally Jerry's given this talk on Tuesdays, and he had a really busy day, and he asked me if I could step in, and I'm so grateful. My name is John Jacob Mubarak, and I'm so grateful to step in. Jerry has been offering some beautiful wisdom these last 8 talks. This is ceremony secrets number 8, deepening practice. Jerry's done 7 talks on ceremony practices, and I want to honor the wisdom that he shared. And it's just so beautiful to hear the wisdom that comes through him in just his way, right? And something huge changed in Jerry, and it started with plant medicine, and that's why we have rythmia. So I want to talk to you a little bit about rythmia as well. This place came into being through his journey of seeing who he's become, merging with his soul and healing his heart. And then he recreated that for others to have that experience. That's what happens at Rythmia every week. This is what we call a life advancement center. And the process of seeing who you've become, trust me, you know who you've become. We all know the stuff that we do, right? We all know that we're people pleasers, or we're hyper successful, or hyper vigilant, or perfectionist, or controlling, or codependent, or we all know that stuff, addicted, whatever the stuff is. It could be good stuff like loving and kind, right? Whatever it is, we know that. What we get to see at Rythmia is what's underneath that, the thing that we're trying to avoid, what we don't want to feel, hear, think, or know, which is usually like, I'm stupid, I'm not enough, I don't belong, there's something wrong with me, I'm broken, I'm not safe, I'm not lovable. One of those kind of aspects of a belief that's limiting and not true. And so when you come to Rythmia, you get to see the belief that's funding your behaviors. And when you see that, you merge together with your soul, which means you see the lie in what that was, and you realize that was a story that I created, and that I can release that story and come back to a place of my original wholeness. And from that place of wholeness, we heal. We heal our physical body, we heal our mental body, we heal our emotional body, and we heal our spiritual body. And when all 4 of our bodies, the spiritual, emotional, mental, and physical bodies, are healed, man, forgiveness takes place, and there's physical healing that takes place at Rythmia, not just spiritual healing. It's tremendous. So I'm so grateful I got to teach The Answer Is You today, which is one of the curriculum courses that we teach at Rythmia. It's a course based on a book by Reverend Michael Bernard Beckwith. And I'm so grateful that I got to teach that class today, and it was powerful. And bringing Reverend Michael's teachings into Rythmia's teachings and help individuals see who they've become, to unbecome everything that they're not, so they can become more of who they truly are. And it's such a magnificent process. So I'm so grateful. Okay, so that's what's going on at Rythmia. Our topic today is how to deepen our relationship with ceremony through preparation, participation, and integration. Okay, so ceremony, like there is a ceremony. We do 4 ceremonies, 4 plant medicine ceremonies at Rythmia. We do 3 breathwork ceremonies at Rythmia. But the truth is, the whole week is a ceremony. And the truth is, your life is a ceremony. Everything is sacred. Every moment is sacred. Every scene is an altar, if we have but eyes to see and ears to hear. So I want to talk briefly about deepening practice in ceremony. Ceremony secrets, deepening practice. So one of the most beautiful things about Rythmia is that you're in community. And a lot of people go, oh, that's too many people. And let me tell you, the collective energy of the group amplifies personal transformation. The collective energy of the group amplifies personal transformation. It's multiplied, right? Where 2 or more are gathered, the consciousness is multiplied. And so what I see in class all the time, what I love about the classes is when I get to facilitate the classes, I might work with one person in class, but while I'm working with that one person, everybody is getting something out of it. I was talking to some people after class today, and he was like, oh my God, there were so many tidbits that I saw. My story wasn't exactly like the ones you were talking about, but when you were working with that person and you were talking about this and this was happening, I was picking up stuff for myself. So being a witness to other people's healing creates deeper healing and a deeper embodiment of those insights for us. Community, Reverend Michael says community boosts your immunity. Community boosts your immunity to the lower thought forms of separation, lack, limitation, not enoughness, isolation. And it's the importance of sharing ourselves and supporting others. It's this twofold piece that's important about community, that we share ourselves. And in sharing ourselves authentically and vulnerably, there's healing. And in supporting others, there's healing. Being of service is one of the greatest things that we can do for our integration. So I want to invite you to reflect on this one question. How has community played a role in your healing? Where can you look in your life and see that community's played a role in your healing? And I'd love to see you in the chat. Hey, Brian, thank you. Brian says he wants to be here May 23rd, and it's his birthday. So we'll see you May 23rd, brother. So the role of community in ceremony is hugely important and in our lives. The next piece is navigating challenges during ceremony. Okay, there's lots of different experiences, difficult experiences. When I took a little survey of people today in class, it ranged from, oh my God, I'm great, it's ecstatic, to really tough. Same ceremony, one person had a different experience than the other. But these difficult experiences are part of the healing process. And it's based on a spiritual principle that everything is happening for us. It's not happening to us, it's happening for us. How is that possible? Taita Juanito, who is our lead indigenous shaman from the Inga tribe in Colombia, commented one time that the medicine doesn't create anything. The medicine only reflects what's inside of us. So, you know, if you have beautiful things, if you see beautiful things, beautiful colors, beautiful visions, you got beautiful things inside of you. If you see scary things and ugly things, well, you're screwed. No, that's not what I'm saying. If you see scary things, it means that it's just something within you seeking to be healed, something within you that's seeking to be brought to the light, something within you that's seeking to be loved. Those things need more love within us, not less, but it's all from within us. So when you see challenges in ceremony, know that it's a reflection of something seeking to be healed. And at Rythmia, one of the things that's different about Rythmia than any other ayahuasca retreat center, or I would say retreat center, period, is the curriculum. There's 4 principles that really help you get through ceremony. One is to breathe, relax, and smile. Trust and surrender. Trust, surrender, breathe, relax, smile. Trust, surrender, breathe, relax, smile. Right? Trust that everything is happening for you. Surrender to what you're experiencing. Just like welcome the medicine, don't fight it. Breathe. Long, slow, deep inhalations. Boy, if life is a ceremony, trust, surrender, breathe, relax, smile would be 5 key points to navigating difficulties in life, right? Breathe, relax the body. Don't tense up. I'm not going to get any new information when I'm like, right? But I relax. Relaxation is a state of being that is required for insight and spiritual expansion and growth. So to be relaxed isn't just like, like, oh yeah, I just got to be relaxed because, it's healthy. No, I mean, it's a necessity to receive insights. So breathe, long, slow, deep inhalation, scan the body from head to toe, just a general scan, and check in with how you're feeling. Relax the body, relax the body. Put a smile on your face, open up to life. Take life as it is given. If you can take the ceremony as it's given to you, we can take life as it's given to us. This is a key of acceptance in moving through difficult things in ceremony. And so that's one of the principles that we teach at Rythmia. The other is to go to what's hard. The universe rewards bravery. And typically, when you see difficult things in ceremony, and let's just say in life, we want to run away from them, or we want to just go right into them. In ceremony, we want to kind of stay in neutral and observe. And when I just watch something, it changes. This has been proved over and over again. Something really scary comes up. I don't want to run away from it. I don't want to go into it. I just want to be in neutral. And when I watch it, when I observe it, it changes. In fact, that's a law of quantum physics. The observer, the principle of the observer is that in the act of observation, we change physical reality. And this has been proven as we observe on the subatomic level, the microscopes that we use to observe subatomic particles and even atoms release a certain amount of energy in their observation and therefore change the mass of that atom or of that particle. And in changing the mass of that particle or atom, it changes its trajectory. We literally change physical reality in our observation. This gives new meaning to the biblical phrase, give me eyes to see and ears to hear. Give me eyes to see and ears to hear, a new way of seeing. Wayne Dyer says, happy people live in a happy world. Hostile people live in a hostile world. Same world. Same world. It's the eyes through which we see. Most often, we're not seeing what's real. We're interpreting reality through our opinions, judgments, perspectives, points of view. That's not reality. That's our judgment filtering reality. If we could see beyond judgment, if we could go to that field that Rumi talks about, beyond right doing and wrong doing, beyond right and wrong, good and bad, beyond judgment, there's a field of infinite possibility and infinite potential. We see that by just observing without running away or going into. Another super important tip for navigating challenges during ceremony is to know that what's coming is going. What's coming up isn't coming to stay. So apply that in life. What I'm experiencing right now in life isn't coming to stay. It's coming to be healed. Now I can make it stagnant by getting caught in it, getting caught in the story, getting caught in victimhood. That stagnates it. But if I am in the mindset that what's coming is going, let me observe, how is this happening for me? Whatever's happening in ceremony, whatever's happening in life, it's happening for me. It's something that's being reflected back to me, that's seeking to be healed within me. Then I'm asking empowering questions and I can release that and let it go instead of holding it and making it stagnant. What's coming is going. It's coming up and out. It's coming up to be healed. That's one of the beautiful principles at Rythmia. And it's a great way to navigate challenges in ceremony. And ceremony is a microcosm of life. What's happening in ceremony, what's happening in the retreat is a microcosm of what's happening in your life. Pay really close attention. When we start to be observers of our own life experience, we begin to be able to heal the very things that we've been running away from. Okay. So a third part of our talk on deepening practice is post-ceremony integration, right? Ceremony or the event of insight is only the beginning. The real work is now applying it in life. Like 50% is ceremony, 50% is the event, 50% is how you take it into your life. So at Rythmia, we have an amazing app, the Our Life app, Rythmia Life app, which is a aftercare app that has meditations and breath work and classes and opportunities for you to connect with integration coaches. All of that's in the app. And so that's one thing that we do to help individuals integrate post-Rythmia. Journaling and reflection are hugely important. Meditation and breath work. Meditation. Don't tell me you can't meditate. Every time I sit down to meditate, my mind just goes everywhere. That's meditation. That's what it is, right? You sit down and your mind goes, I don't want to do this. What are you doing? And you go, guess what? I'm sitting here. Yep. And it's that simple. You go, I'm just going to watch my breath. Sounds simple. I'm going to watch my breath. Just going to sit here. And you start watching your breath. You get 3 breaths in and you remember something that happened 15 years ago that nobody's thinking about and you cringe. Oh, I can't believe I said that. Oh, back. Okay. Back to my breath. Okay. Back to my breath. Then you remember, oh, I need to get up and I need to, what am I cooking for dinner tonight? What are we going to, oh, do I need to pull that out of the freezer? Oh, I'm thinking again. Okay. Back to my breath. I'm going to sit here and listen, watch my breath. Okay. Then something else comes up and you come back to your breath and something else comes up and you come back to your breath. That's meditation. There's no such thing as a bad meditation. But as we refine our ability to have dominion and sovereignty over our mind, placing our awareness where we want to place it, What you're telling me when you say, I can't meditate because my mind goes everywhere, it's that you don't have dominion over your own mind. We want dominion over our mind. Sovereignty is actually the ability to be able to think about what you want to think about, to place your awareness where you want to place it. That's sovereignty. Okay. So, one more thing I want to tell you is that I had a vision in ceremony one time. I was sitting in front of a half moon of waterfalls, and sitting in front of this half moon of waterfalls, and they were all flowing into one river, and the river was flowing over me. And I asked, what is this? And the answer came that each of those waterfalls were an intention that I set in ceremony. And they're still working. They're still flowing over me. They're still working. So the intentions that we set in ceremony are so important. And so that the medicine continues working when we commit to integration. If you don't commit to integration, it's gone. But if you commit to integration, to journaling and breath work and meditation, and I'm going to get to the next point, which is diet and exercise. All of those things help you to stay connected, help you to let the medicine continue working. So the importance of diet and physical preparation. One is pre-ceremony. We have a whole dieta. You want to start releasing things from your diet so you can clean the body, not only the physical body, but the mental body and the emotional body. We want to get as clean as we can so the medicine can get to the heart of the matter. We don't want it to have to go through all this stuff. And then, foods to avoid before ceremony, processed foods, caffeine, alcohol, drugs, etc. You want to avoid those after ceremony too. Keep your body temple at least for 2 weeks as pure as you can to let these insights and downloads really integrate into the body. And yoga and breath work and physical movement, working out, running, jogging, walking, all of those things are super important for integration. Now, I want to also talk about the shaman's role in ceremony. Now, shaman is a colloquial convenience. It's very interesting. The etymology of the word shaman actually comes from Tsarist Russia, where the bureaucrats of the Tsarist government were doing like a census, and they were in Siberia, in the steppe of Siberia, and they noticed the steppe people, the indigenous people of that region, the healers, the medicine men and women of that region would act weird compared to the city folk, the bureaucrats in Moscow, right? So they would go out and do the census and they'd see these indigenous people acting weird, and they called them shaman, which means crazy. It's actually, it means like crazy and not normal, weird. That's the etymology of the word. So, really what a shaman is a medicine keeper, a guardian, someone who's devoted their lives to the practice of working with the medicine, working with the energy, working with the elements, the elementals, to create and facilitate healing and clarity. A facilitator and a protector, a guardian and a facilitator is really what we would call a shaman. And they work with energy. They work with music. They work with intuitive guidance. I remember one night in ceremony here at Rythmia, I opened my eyes and I saw this giant snake coiled up in the canopy, and it was moving to the music. It was grooving, and it would like go into people. I could see where it was going into people. It was going in to where they needed to be healed. So the music was directing the medicine in a beautiful way. So really, the guardians, the facilitators, the ayahuasqueros, the medicine keepers are facilitating and creating a container of magic, of energy, and calling and using all of the elements, all of the energy at their disposal to create a space of healing. they work with the energy like our ancestors did, like the indigenous do and did, right? It's working with the natural energy, the natural law. This is what we don't understand today with all of our science and with all of our analysis, is that there's a fundamental oneness to all of life. I mean, all of science is trying to prove that. Quantum physics is trying to prove that there's a unified field, right? But the indigenous and our ancestors of all lineages have known there's oneness. There's only oneness. There's only God. There's only oneness. There's only source. There's only one energy, one power, one life. It's my life. It's your life. It's all of life. Look under a rock. There's God. Look in your face. In my face, there's God. There's no outside. Speck of dirt, piece of trash. It's all God. Beautiful flower, majestic mountain. It's all God. There's no outside of this presence. And working with this energy of oneness and wholeness and beauty, we create, because that energy is us. We're the thing itself. You and I are gods and goddesses because we are the temple of the I am consciousness, the one source, the one power, the one life that is all life, that is my life, that is your life, one life. That fundamental realization is how the keepers and guardians work with the energy, the one energy, to facilitate healing. So, finally, integrating ceremony insights into daily life brings in an awareness of intentionality, journaling and intentionality, setting intentions, knowing that you don't need another ceremony. You healed the things in ceremony, but you now have to integrate them. You now have to embody them. So there'll be a process of integration where you get stuck. You're like, maybe you were trying to heal your anger, right? And you go to ceremony and you're like, oh, I see why I was so angry. I released it. I'm so good. I'm peaceful and happy. Then you go home and somebody cuts you off in traffic and you're like, or your kid says something to you, your wife says something to you, your colleague says something to you, you see something on the news and you flip your lid. Oh, shit. I didn't heal that. You did. There's a 6 to 9 week window of neuroplasticity post-ceremony, and you're going to default to your old way of being because that's a well-worn neural pathway. But to this 6 to 9 weeks of neuroplasticity, you can choose peace, choose love, keep choosing the thing you saw in ceremony, and eventually within 6 to 9 weeks, it will become embodied. It will become second nature. So this is the importance of integration. Don't think you're going to be perfect. We don't need you to be perfect. We just need you to be you, remembering what you saw in ceremony and choosing peace instead of anger, choosing joy instead of sadness, choosing, because you saw it in ceremony, you had a realization, you had an insight. Now you have to integrate it and eventually embody it to where it becomes second nature. So every day can be ceremony. If we choose to walk in the presence and the reverence, if we choose to walk seeing all of life is alive, that everything is alive. Everything has the energy of the divine in it. Everything, even synthesized things, even your phone, even your computer, even the lights, even the buildings, even this couch, even my hat, everything, whether it's synthesized or growing out of the ground, has the same energy of life, the oneness. And if we walk with that awareness, with that presence, we're integrating ceremony. We're making every day a ceremony. So we talked about integrating insights into ceremony. We talked about understanding the facilitator and protector's role. We talked about the importance of diet and physical movement. We talked about post-ceremony integration practices, and we talked about navigating the challenges of ceremony, and we talked about the role of community in ceremony. This is all ways of deepening our practice. And so I'm super grateful. I want to encourage you to reflect, like, what's one ceremony insight that changed your life? What's one ceremony insight that changed your life? I'm looking at the comments here. Hi, Susan. Good to see you. Brandy. Yes, commit to going to integration. Rochelle says, what about having zero energy? In other words, are you having zero energy post-ceremony? Right? That might be, you need rest. I know it's really, really a profound insight, but no energy, right? You got to take care of yourself. Proper sleep, proper nutrition, proper hydration, proper posture, proper sunlight, continue to nourish yourself and to accept yourself exactly as you are. Thank you, Rochelle. Beverly, thank you, Beverly, for your kind comment. Thank you all for joining. I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful. Wishing you peace and richest blessings, and I'll see you soon. Thank you. Bye, everybody. I don't think you turned mine on. I don't think mine was.
I saw the countdown.
Am I? I don't think I'm on.
No. But I saw you, like, I saw the countdown.
I did too. How weird.
So I'm going to close it and let's see what happens.
Damn. That was a good one. Can you invite me as a collaborator on that one? So, because
Yes, but I think I already shared. Sorry.
That's okay.
How do I do it after?
I don't know.
Like, it's posting. Yeah, I forgot that. I just.
Okay, so when it's done posting. Okay, so now let's see here.
I have never done it afterwards.
Neither have I. What if you edit? Awesome.
Then let's check what happened in yours because you saw the countdown. I saw it.
This has been some interesting
So
things that have been happening.
maybe you have to restart update your cell phone. Do you have like an update? Because usually when there's a software update, shit don't work. So were you live at all?
No, I don't think so.
Let's see. I have you.
It's so slow right now.
But this
That's
is
the collaborator. Look, mine isn't. Let me restart my phone.
no. Do you have enough software update?
So yeah, it's just the collaborator.
Go to settings.
Weird. Like it's been like a weird day today. I cut myself. I can't remember the other things that were going on.
Let me ask you, man.
Okay, it's okay. I think I need to restart my phone, but I need to go grab a quick bite of lunch and then go meet with Jacob.
Why?
Yeah, I can't even.
You stop the recording on
Unable.
on Restream?
Yes.